Orlando is a very popular place to move, especially for people who are from up north like New York and New Jersey. In this video, I'll tell you 9 things you have to know before moving to Orlando. Hey, I'm Dan Ginader, a real estate agent in Orlando, Winter Park, Florida. The goal of this channel is to be a resource for the real estate process and the Orlando area. If you get value from this video, please like and comment. It really helps out the channel, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Number 1. People in Orlando are friendly and will say hi to you when you pass each other on the street. When I moved from Philadelphia, I was really surprised how random people would talk to you while you're walking down the street. Not to say Northerners aren't friendly, I just wasn't used to people going out of their way to say hi. Who knows, maybe it's just me, but it was different than what I was used to. Number 2, we don't have 4 seasons. We have summer and a little bit of spring. But seriously, it's hot here. We typically don't have snow. It has snowed in Orlando before, but nothing significant, mainly snow flurries. It can get cold here, down to the 30s and maybe even the 20s. You may need to scrape ice off of your car windshield, so I wouldn't get rid of the ice scraper just yet. It only gets that cold a handful of times out of the year in January and February. It's possible that after a day in the 30s, it could be in the 70s the next day. Weather can be really unpredictable here. We don't have a traditional fall. I know a lot of people up north love the fall, changing leaves and all that. Although our fall may not be traditional, there are so many places in Orlando that are beautiful throughout the year. Lake Eola is a popular spot to walk around and enjoy the views. I also like Dixon Azalea Park. There are many flowers and plants to look at. It's tucked away in a neighborhood that's very close to downtown. Even though we don't have the traditional 4 seasons, I can't say I miss the harsh winters. Number 3, home prices can be less expensive in Orlando than places up north, but there are a lot of variables there. I have a link in the description of my preferred homes for sale under $400,000. You can check that out to get a good idea of what kind of homes are available. Number 4, there's no state income tax. In general, the cost of living can be less than up north. Number 5, there are a variety of job opportunities in Orlando. From tech to service industry, there seems to be something for everyone. I have noticed that Orlando has less unions than places up north, so that's something to keep in mind if you're in a union. Number 6, there are a variety of activities in Orlando, from theme parks, kayaking, golfing, museums, theaters, and so much more. Orlando is a big city. However, it's not as big as some cities up north. We don't have Broadway or MoMA, but we do have touring Broadway shows and some nice art museums like the Orlando Museum of Art and the Manello Museum of American Art. In a lot of ways, Orlando is a younger city and still finding its identity away from Disney World. Number 7, there are all kinds of bugs, gators, lizards, termites, and other creepy crawlies here. You definitely want a pest control company treating your home on a regular basis. But know that you don't see gators every day in Orlando. You can in rural parts, but if you're in the urban parts of Orlando, you typically won't see any gators. I've never seen a gator out in the wild. Number 8, it can rain a lot, especially in the summer months. It's usually only for an hour or 2 in the afternoon, but we do have times where it seems like it rains constantly for a week. Another weird thing about the rain here is it can rain on one side of town, but not the other, or one side of the street and not the other. It's really random. Number 9, public transportation isn't as good as other places. Most people in Orlando choose to drive a car. Orlando is very spread out, and the infrastructure for public transportation is not that efficient. A 30-minute car ride can take 2 or 3 hours on a bus. I have a link for a list of my preferred homes for sale under $400,000 in the description. Check it out if that be helpful to you. My contact information is also in the description if you ever need anything. Thanks for watching.